Yeah, I know.
Last year, when people were going hungry, Subaru and our retailers donated 50 million meals to feeding America. And yet, 1 in 4 children may still face hunger. So as part of our love promise, Subaru and our retailers are doing it again, donating an additional 100 million meals to help those in need. Love, it's never been needed more than right now. Subaru, more than a car company.
Alright, fourth graders, the trick is to add just a little bit of vinegar. Just a lot. Whoa. Eventually the chemical reaction will stop. It's everywhere. Smells like my grandma. No.
Want to get away? Now you can. With fares starting at $50 one way, new destinations you want to see, and the flexibility you gotta have.
Texas Rain was supposed to be the ones that weed out the bad seeds. How do you think you've been doing? Do better. See, that's the standard way of calling me an idiot. I have a certain way of doing things.
Here he comes to save the day.
It's good to see you too. I'm trying to fix things. I got a second chance. Water. New series this Thursday at 8, 7 Central. Only on the CW.
The antioxidant goodness in every bottle of Palm Wonderful makes it a potent weapon against free radicals. Your antioxidant superpower committed to protecting you from unforeseen foes. And Palm is super wonderfully delicious. Palm Wonderful, the antioxidant superpower.
Every day we have the choice to keep our old habits or start new ones. Choose great taste. Is that the way? Or no? Drink like you care.
Whose dish is on the chopping block?
I know it.
Chef Alejandro, you have been chopped. Judges?
Chef Alejandro, this
He's
was
good.
a complicated decision, actually, because Dahlia left an ingredient off one of the judges' plates, mine. But 2 of your basket ingredients, the sausage and the fried pad thai pancake, just didn't really come together with the rest of your dish. And so, we had to chop you.
Thank you. You will, chef.
I definitely feel like I shouldn't be going home right now. I got a lot more fight in me, but I respect your
Gotta go home, bro. You
It
failed.
is what it is. It's chopped.
It's chopped. You've been chopped.
Chef Dahlia, Chef Adam, Chef Anthony, get ready to attack this entree basket. Open them up. And you'll be making entrees with sirloin tip center roast. Cinnamon toaster pastries.
Wow.
Upland cress. And salad cream.
It's like a super sweet, tangy mayo, and I find it really disgusting.
This 30-minute round starts right now.
The head tip of beef, a lot of connective tissue, muscular. It has to be ground, or it has to be cooked forever.
I would pound it out like crazy, and then I would fry it. I would do an old chicken fried steak of some sort.
Being a boy from the South, immediately I think French fried steak. So I can't find a meat mallet, so I find a big cast iron pan because, let's be honest, that's the best way to do it.
Okay.
All right. So I think we're getting the pounding. Sounds a lot more fun. Also, I'm making roasted potatoes and Brussels sprouts with pancetta,
7-1. Oh,
thyme and
okay.
rosemary, and crushed red pepper because, I obviously like a little Southwest kick to my dishes, so this is basically my food style, meat and potatoes, comfort food. If it's got flavor and butter, it's gonna be great.
Clean out your way, bro. Let your hair that paint. On
So
offense.
I have this piece of the steak, but I want to make sure that it is a well-balanced meal. So I'm going to make a warm quinoa salad and a pan-seared steak. I'm putting a lot of butter to keep it moist. Quinoa has all 9 amino acids, so if you are looking to get protein into your diet, this is a really good way to do it, plus it's gluten-free. Okay.
So with the steak, I want to get it sliced so it cooks in the time given. I also want to make sure that I get a nice sear on it when it gets in the pan. The sirloin tip center roast is a very lean cut of meat, which means I'm going to have to do a lot to bring in the moisture. Pop in the oven in hopes that a butter braise will do the trick. At this point, there's no cuisine that I feel uncomfortable around, and there's nothing you can put in front of me that I can't handle.
Just only 15 minutes on that clock.
I get my flour to bread the crunchy fried steak, and I get the eggs so I can set up the breading station. But then I look at the time, and I remember last
Cut to the
round I was
basket.
trying to fit too much into too little time. So I realized I don't have enough time to cook this successfully. So I go to plan B, which is to take the cinnamon toaster pastry and cumin, some coriander, some peppercorns, and blend it together to make a nice spice rub to the steak.
What?
And then I get the sirloins on the grill, get a nice sear on it.
So, judges, not the tastiest sounding ingredient, salad cream. What are we talking about here? I've never heard of this stuff. What is this?
Basically, it's diluted mayonnaise. Actually, it's less fat.
It was too many people
And a
down
lot
there.
of
It's
vinegar
my
and
fault.
sugar in it. So it's
I would've caught that
very
bitch too.
watered down mayonnaise.
I have to figure out how to make this salad cream
Nah, you ain't
taste
doing that down
delicious,
here, big
and
man.
that's something that really works with my gag reflex. Why is this even a thing? Salad cream. So I'm going to create an aioli with dill and basil and garlic chili sauce, some rice vinegar, and a little bit of maple syrup. So it's really bright, really flavorful, has a punch to it, and I'm mixing that into the quinoa.
That's tough.
With dried cherries, toasted walnuts and pumpkin oil, some portobello mushrooms and some bell peppers. This is gonna rock their socks off.
To start my sauce, I grab tomatillos. I frequently work with tomatillos,
Supposed to block that, but
and they have a really unique flavor profile, especially when they're roasted. And I'm adding pink peppercorn and pastry filling together because the pink peppercorn, the fruitiness is going to bring out the cinnamon flavor. I definitely feel like my experience with so many cuisines has put me at an advantage with making this sauce because it gives me more of an open mind to different flavor profiles that a lot of people probably wouldn't think of. Once I blend my sauce base, I get it back in the pan and I put the salad cream directly into the sauce to give it a nice creamy texture.
As I take the steaks off the grill, I notice that the spice rub kind of disappeared. So hopefully the flavor shows up in the taste because it definitely can't see it.
And we're looking at 5 minutes, chefs.
I take this salad cream and I try it. It's graceful. I'm gonna add horseradish. You know, horseradish goes good with the steak. And then I make some more horseradish, and then I make some more horseradish. And a little pepperiness of the upland cress, and it'll help mask the flavor.
Upland cress is like an Australian watercress. It's very peppery, extremely peppery. I love it, and I think that there's a way to make like a pasty, garlicky, peppery pesto.
I like to have a little bit of brightness in a salad to counterbalance the meat. So I grab bit of lettuce from the pantry and I snip the heads off the upland cress because that's where all the flavor is to make a salad.
What? 91 standing dunk and he ain't dunking?
Or the cinnamon toaster pastry, which is very concerning.
That's crazy.
Just less than 2 minutes to go here.
I love upland cress, and the flavor speaks for itself. So I just decided to throw it into the quinoa salad, and I run to the pantry and I grab the truffle oil.
Let them fly.
Dolly, run!
Go ahead and
Under a
dunk.
minute now, chefs. Under a minute.
Okay, Dahlia just committed a federal offense, I think, in New York City.
Yeah.
She just put truffle oil on the steak. I mean, that's a crime. It overtakes everything.
All right, chefs, gotta have it on the plate. Gotta have it on the plate or the judges can't taste it.
I pull the steak out of the oven, and the first thing I see is that it's overcooked. My only option is to slice it thin enough that it won't make a difference.
30 seconds.
I don't have a lot of time, and I decided to crumble the cinnamon pastry right on top.
Get the gas to the finish line,
None of
chefs.
that, bro.
10, 9, 8,
The
7,
defense.
6,
You got this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I missed.
Time's up. Please step back.
That's me.
I feel good. I really enjoyed making this dish, and I'm pretty proud of my quinoa.
I've never seen anyone
My
pair
fault, y'all.
a
That's
steak
me.
with quinoa with steak with potatoes.
The sauce is delicious, and I feel like it's gonna really please the judges.
That hoe was high, boy. Good cut, boy. Hey, good cut. Yeah, good cut. Cut to the paint, big man. Never mind, bro. That's me. I got you.
63 months on select new 2021 models. Now through February 3rd.
Shot. Man, you already know, bro. It's on me. I'm past the whole late, though.
This nigga stupid. Oh God, that's how they be. Bro, what? You tell nigga past you, bro. Them niggas gonna snap you. Come on, defense.
Oh, like she got another dog.
I think we ain't asked you all that shit, nigga.
Like she got another dog. Good D.
Oh, what the fuck? Why you? Bro, I know they ain't trying to make you throw a self alley, bro. These niggas tripping. They know damn well I ain't built like that.
I tell you what.
Good shit. Oh God.
We can all rise. Look at those most in need right now. Donate today at discoverrise.org. In America, millions of kids live with hunger. For every dollar you donate, we can provide up to 10 meals. That's
Damn, I gotta hit that. That was crazy. I was hit that
Visit
shit.
turnup.org to take action.
That's me, bro. I should have blocked that shit.
Is a critical part of this competition.
I ain't getting no more of those.
Sirloin tip center roast, upland crest, cinnamon toaster pastries, and salad cream. Chef Anthony, could you tell us about your dish, please?
I made a roasted steak with green cinnamon cream sauce.
Oh.
The sauce is so good. I mean, really. Tomatillos, when roasted, have this really sort of nice sour quality to it, and I almost never use pink peppercorns, and it's delicious in here. Using the salad cream in here is also very smart, and then somehow you hid some toaster pastries. So obviously I'm going to think about using toaster pastries and sauce from now on.
As good as the sauce is, and it is probably the best thing I've eaten all day, isn't bad the steak. The steak is just really tough, man. Yes, the steak is hammered.
I got you.
Which is unfortunate. But yeah, the sauce is wonderful.
Why would a win here be meaningful to you?
It would mean a lot because I want to be able to look back on who I was when I was 15, watching the show, starting off in restaurants, and be like, I've done justice by my 15-year-old self.
15? Dude, now you're making us feel old. Just by standing there, you already make us feel old.
God, you said that like Atlanta, all that shit.
That's about right.
Yeah. Oh God, that should be hard. You know, Atlanta, Chicago, LA, all
It's a
that
warm
shit.
quinoa
Miami.
salad with a sweet and spicy aioli, and then a pan-seared steak with thyme.
Really nice presentation. I mean, this is a painfully tough piece of meat, but it came out pretty good.
Why you make me take
great
this
method
shot,
with butter and thyme, it's medium rare to rare. Needs a ton more salt and pepper, but
they keep making me go up for the lame ass shots, man.
I love it. the cinnamon with the walnuts and the cherries have a little hat to like Moroccan flavors.
But my issue is there's so much truffle oil, and if you drown the steak in truffle oil, just doesn't work with the quinoa at all. And also, like, I'm not mad at you for thinking that the cinnamon toaster pastry works from a flavor standpoint. It does. But it just looks a little clumsy to just kind of crumble it on top.
Natalia, thank you. Chef Adam, please tell us what you made.
So I did basically meat and potatoes. I took the cinnamon breakfast pastry and made a spice rub with it, with cumin and coriander. With the salad cream, I made a serrano sauce and horseradish.
This is the kind of meat that's used for chicken fried steak, right? And I really thought that's where you were going with it.
Yeah, I scrambled some eggs and get some flour going. Yeah, I was looking at the time at that point. Took your advice and not try to cram too much and swallow a lot of time.
Overall, a very good job.
Come on, bro. It's right there in the center, bro.
Like,
Like, how am I missing it?
complete thought here. Everything works together. Coming up with Brussels sprout, throwing that in the mix is great. With a char with the bacon, very nice thought process.
Like,
You manipulating
it's
the sour
centered,
cream,
bro.
right? And using the upland crust and getting the peppery quality in there, and the horseradish, all really good thoughts. If I came to your house and you sat me down and gave me a glass of wine, we could, you know, sit down and have dinner together. I'd be real happy.
Thank you.
Good way to get around that screen.
My issue is that there's no crust on this. There's no spice rub on this. So where's the cinnamon toaster pastries? Like, what was the trickiest basket ingredient? It was those. I mean, it didn't adhere. That's the issue, because it's almost like you left an ingredient off the plate.
Okay, the final round is in the cards for two of you. We'll let you know which two in a moment. Thank you, Chef.
You good. It's all good. I thought we had the rebound, though.
You know, I was just way too concerned about the time.
Time was a thing. There's an issue with everything, so.
But I definitely was pretty proud of that sauce.
I want to taste that sauce, man.
I feel like he heard you, bro.
I put a lot of thought and effort into making that sauce, and it turned out great. But honestly, I feel like this round is a
Hey, hoeing me, bro.
I do enjoy chocolate, but I didn't
You
expect
see it's in the center, bro. Every shot, bro.
There's a possibility that I could get shot.
Like, every shot. Ain't now one of them been off, bro. Like,
I'm gonna start agreeing like D-Ho.
Natalia, Chef Adam, Chef Anthony, whose dish is on the chopping block?
good take. That one. Good shit, bro. I ain't gonna worry. I'm gonna still play defense, though.
Chef Anthony,
My defense gonna pay for it. I ain't gonna worry about it.
Anthony, we
I'm here.
just can't get over how brilliant that sauce was. It was unbelievable. You have a very bright future ahead of you, but your steak was really, really over. And so, we had to chop.
Keep playing cooking for you.
Oh, I want to dunk on his ass so bad, bro.
Right, what they said about I have a bright future ahead of me.
That's
And,
crazy how they got me
These
missing.
things happen, and life is a mystery.
Look at that. Right there in the center, bro.
Chef Adam, get ready to open your third and final baskets.
This is so funny to me, bro.
And you'll have a final half hour to create
This is
amazing
funny.
sweet plates using a cereal cake.
There's nothing natural about the brightness of that cereal on that cake.
Coconut
I
jam
seen it.
persimmons and almond butter.
All the components are completely different. I really don't know what to do.
They trying to play me, bro. You see that shit center, bro. You looking at it.
Guys, my
He tried it in.
looking at that cereal cake. That's how much sugar. There's like 8 boxes of cereal mashed together in one cake. For me, the cereal cake
But he
is
can't beat
really
me out the
hard.
dribble, though, so I
Like,
ain't
it's
gonna
just
trip.
not
I
good
could
to
just
have
drive
that
on his
in your
ass.
diet that's full of processed sugar.
Take.
There's nothing nutritious. But I am thinking bite the bullet and turn it into ice cream with coconut jam. And I'm going to make a gluten-free cake with a persimmon compote. So I start by making my gluten-free cake. Grab the rice flour, milk, eggs, and you can use cheese in a gluten-free cake to keep it moist.
Ooh, shot.
I want to make sure that I pop my gluten-free cake into
Bro, that's
the
a good
oven
shot, bro.
with enough time for it to rise.
Give me that.
I'm feeling
Oh, we ain't got no
nervous.
shit.
I don't know how good Dolly is at cooking desserts. I mean, my food obviously is low fat and gluten free. It's quite the opposite. So I hope the judges like it.
Oh, that's all I play, bro.
So I'm making Southwest Mexican style
Pass the ball and play
with
D.
coconut jam ice cream. The ice cream I can do blindfolded. I have ice cream truck.
And one, for
ice
sake.
cream.
I know I'm in missing y'all, so I know it's tough to have to give me the ball. I ain't tripping. We get the lead. I ain't tripping.
Because I can prove to everyone that it was something that I couldn't do it, but I can.
This basket screams have fun listeners to make this jovial and fun and exciting. I'm gonna say banana split. Put some chocolate into that coconut jam.
Coconut jam is actually a curd. Tastes strongly of coconut?
No, it's like sweet butter. Like dulce de leche almost.
Yeah.
The coconut jam is really thick, hearty component, and it's lush, and it coats your tongue really well.
Good tape there, man.
So I'm getting a bit into my ice cream base with the cereal cake. I run
They
on
didn't
the
give me
slice
my
and the
contact, don't
and
so.
I'm excited about it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Alia clearly is in trouble. She went to the ice cream machine, and Adam's already in there.
Crap. Okay.
Chef, half this round is gone. 15 minutes on the clock.
Chef, is your ice cream
Good
almost
tape.
done?
No, I just put it in.
Okay. I'm gonna see how long his ice cream's gonna take, and I'm gonna move on to the persimmon compote. Persimmons are full of vitamins, really great with vitamin C. Mix that with a little bit of lemon, maple syrup, and a little bit of apricot jam.
Alia's taking another jam and adding it in with the...
Damn, I jumped too early.
Quite smart.
He gonna hit that.
If I win $10,000, I would use the money to
That's
create
on me. I
partnerships
jumped too
with
early.
other like-minded individuals that are looking to cook in a way that nourishes your body.
Cut to the basket, big man.
Successfully make ice cream and get it out.
Oh, he won't cut to the basket, bro. That'd be easy 2 points.
I feel bad that she wanted to make ice cream too, but I guess I got to it first.
I'm gonna throw him off. What?
They're not super sweet, but the cereal cake is so sweet. It's bound by marshmallows. So I'm just gonna make a sauce with them, put in raspberries. It would give it that kind of nice balance of acidic with sweet. But I start making the churro batter. So I'm mixing sugar, flour, baking powder.
Oh, that's me. That's definitely me on that one. I thought you were getting that big.
You squirted the batter into the fryer, and it just didn't.
That's me though. I still want to miss that, bro. I got all my badges. So I ain't playing this shit for badges. I got all them all. Never hit that shit.
Ooh, what is that? That hair, that noise of death.
You feel me? I ain't afraid to pass. Shit. I'm on my own, bro. Good rebound, big man. Good rebound, boy.
Not the ice cream. So open up the door. That's perfect. And it was the biggest relief ever.
That's what I'm looking
because
for.
my mama raised me right. Like an ice cream machine.
I know, bro. 83 driving done, 91 standing. They've been holding me.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm looking at the clock. I don't have time, so I scrapped the ice cream idea, add some gelatin to my ice cream base so that it can thicken up and make a cereal-based coconut jam cream sauce.
You good, bro?
I look over to Adam's face, and I'm struggling just a little bit.
Adam hit a brick wall with his churros. I'm not sure what his plan B is.
You hit a brick wall,
I like those burgers. And churros definitely not going to be my downfall, that's for sure. Plan B. So I'm thinking I can make a persimmon cereal cake almond cobbler and do
Good rebound, big man.
with the almond butter and graham crackers.
My man, he's making a crumble.
2.5 minutes to go. Come on, guys, you can do it.
AI.
You can just see Dolly's brains going 190 miles an hour.
All of a sudden, I realized that I haven't worked with that almond butter.
We ain't giving him nothing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm jumping right with my boy.
With cacao powder, almond butter, maple syrup.
Shit, he got 4 points. He 1 for 4.
All right, Jeff, final seconds of the final round here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please come back. Wow.
He's 7-1, bro. Just throwing it out there, y'all.
She has this perfect looking cake.
He did, bro.
Persimmons on top.
I wish that I had the opportunity to make ice cream, but I'm not here crying over spilt milk. I take 5 in this dessert round.
I'll end the game strong, then. Let's go.
Dahlia, your ingredients for an amazing dessert round. Coconut jam, persimmons, almond butter, and cereal cake. Dahlia, what have you made?
I have made a gluten-free cake, a cereal cake cream sauce with coconut jam, and a vegan almond butter, cacao canal.
I appreciate you trying to take care of me and feed us delicious, healthy things. Thank you.
Yeah, I genuinely, honestly wanted to feed you all good food.
I will eat anything that tastes like fruit cereal like this. Like that flavor is so craveable, that fruit cereal flavor.
Very creative use of the persimmon. Very creative use of the chocolate and the coconut jam. The combination is delicious.
The cake is very savory and it's very cheese forward. What's it made out of?
Rice flour, milk, cheddar cheese to give like a little bit of density.
You're adding fat and flavor to this cake, right, in the form of cheese. What I'm sort of wondering is why wouldn't the almond butter at some point be the cheese? Feels like you kind of came and had this idea of a cake that you wanted to make, and I don't think what the basket ingredients are would have mattered.
Dahlia, thank you. Finally, Chef Adam, what have you
It's
made?
fine, bro.
So I made you a persimmon raspberry almond cobbler for the coconut ice cream.
Good defense here, man. I'm right here with you, bro. Good defense, boy.
First thing I have to say is that the texture on the ice cream is really, really great. It just melts in your mouth. It's smooth, but its flavor is a tiny bit light on the coconut. I think that coconut jam in and of itself is not very coconut forward. So a little fresh vanilla bean here, something would have been nice. And I just think the crumble's not cooked all the way through. It's kind of a bummer because that bite that you get
Hey, I was gonna slam that goal.
It's almost like a nutty flavor.
The almond butter carries it through, where it's giving it a creaminess, and the persimmons with fruit cereal really made a lot of sense.
I really especially like the persimmon and the raspberry. That's sort of a very learned combination. The acid
They hold me all game with my shot.
You
It's
think you won?
crazy. It's
I
all
hope so.
good.
You know, you never know. It's top kitchen. Anything can happen. So
When we look back at all three dishes, I think this is very, very close.
Call for it.
Very close.
Thank you, chefs.
That's an AI?
Yeah.
I would have liked to make ice cream out of my fruit cereal. I think that would have done it for sure. That's so sweet of you to clean out the ice cream machine. I really appreciate that. I wasn't sure if I had enough time after you cleaned it up, and I just wanted to make sure I took some more. Thank you. Good luck to you.
let's talk about the use of the basket. The use of the basket of dessert for me goes to Adam.
I feel you,
He did an amazing job with creativity.
I had to get that.
In the appetizer round, Dahlia did not serve me the duck sausage, so I was missing an ingredient in the first round.
I'm down for
Yeah.
But I did a great job using vinaigrette. Getting those plumps to another level. And the dish was light. It was very pleasant.
Adam came in really making a lot of really bold flavors.
Did have really good flavors. Maybe a bit too much chili. It was just a little overdone.
There's chili
Even
over
got me
the duck
messing all
sausage
this
and everything else.
shit.
But you couldn't deny the flavor that was there.
But the main course, Adam's plate was potatoes, the Brussels sprouts, the steak, and the bacon. All delicious.
Yeah, I think that sauce with the salad cream
Good block.
and the upland crust was delicious. Steak, however, was missing the spice of that
I'll take that
cream
in and take
toaster
good block.
pastry, and it's almost like an ingredient was left off the plate.
Oh, big man.
Delicious. A lot of really bold flavors. A lot of like brightness, and the steak was cooked better. Like it rested to a nice medium rare.
But my steak was doused, and I mean doused in chocolate oil.
Well, I can't tell if you guys have made your minds up yet.
We have.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we out.
Good take. And one.
And one.
Good take, boy.
But I'm worried about my first course with too many chilies. So, you know, may come down to that dish.
I know that missing the duck sausage in one of the judges' plate is something I'm definitely going to get docked for. At the same time, overall, I think that I put out some really good dishes, and I hope that that's something that the judges can see.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block?
Hey, watch these screens, bro.
Dahlia,
Let him go.
judges.
Kelly, all of us think that you're terrific, you have an incredible future. First course, a very nice plum vinaigrette and a very nice salad. However, the duck sausage, which was a Vaseline ingredient, failed to make it on Chris Santos' plate. The third course, that cake that you made just didn't work for us.
Oh, good defense, boy. Come here, bitch.
Thank you.
Good luck, chef.
A little heart heavy, but at the same time, I definitely proved myself. I always knew I was a really great chef. I didn't need a competition to tell me. So regardless of winning or not, I'm good. I'm good here on out.
And that means, Chef Adam Allison, you are the shop champion. You leave here with the $10,000 prize. Great work.
Feels amazing to win this victory, but I can do it. And I have the skill set to be champion. There's always inside of me.
Nigga, I'm 1921. They got me fucked up. Hey, catch me at the tree. Oh, step up, step up, step up, step up.
Oh.
I thought we had a read. Oh.
What was that, 2K?
What is that?
Goodness gracious. Get that iron hot and the fire ready.
Coming down behind.
We're celebrating
Got it,
the
bro.
glory of the grill. Who will burn the brightest?
You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go.
And who will be chopped? We've got a new group of competitors for you, ready to fight it out here. First, here's Chef Jacob Stabersky.
Nothing makes you happier than amazing barbecue. Let fire and smoke do their thing until the meats are perfect. I'm the owner of Pitmaster Revenge Barbecue here in Irvington, New York. We serve up high-quality meats, brisket, sausage. Barbecue is low and slow, but I'm a great cook, and I can cook at any time constraint.
Next up, here's Chef Lynette Mosier.
I've been cooking for 20 years. Much of my career, I worked in French restaurants. My husband and I did a little French bistro, but now I'm the executive chef of DiLuigi Foods in Danvers, Massachusetts. I'm crazy creative. Any kind of ingredient I can get my hands on, I can make it really delicious. I'm really good at what I do, so there's no situation that I can't handle.
And then there's Chef Matthew Katakis.
Here we go. I am my own best customer. I like the food. Everybody knows it's awesome. I'm the chef owner of Butcher Bar here in Queens, New York City. It's an authentic smokehouse barbecue restaurant. When I smell charcoal and wood burning, that just gets my stomach growling. I'm very competitive. I love to win. My food is the best. I'm the best. I'm ready to take over the world.
And finally, we have Chef Elizabeth Boba.
Let's do this. I'm the director of operations for Joe Leon in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey. We're an Italian specialty store and we're a catering operation. I would describe my food as a little bit more straightforward. I like to let the product speak for himself. We do a lot of grilling. I love the smokiness that it brings to the table, that depth of flavor. I am extremely competitive. I hold several medals from the American Culinary Federation for culinary competitions, and I always play to win.
Well, chefs, every now and again we like to change things up in the Chop Kitchen and take the ovens out of play. Instead, they'll be replaced by grill pans that you've got to use in every round. Yes, you got to grill. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Open your baskets.
What is that?
And you'll be showing us what you can do with a corn on the cob milkshake, zucchini ribbon skewers,
Corn on the cob milkshake,
camel ribeyes.
Camel ribeye. I never cooked camel before. Is it really lean? Does it taste like gamey?
Smoked
I mean, that's tough, bro.
Smoked butter. It's really pungent, But butter and steak just go together like a good marriage.
20 minutes to kill at the grill. Time starts now.
Behind. I'm competing for everybody back home, I'm pretty sure. There's a big beach scene. With that comes good food, and usually it's on the grill. Camel ribeye, I'm gonna marinate it in my corn milkshake. I'm going for it. If the camel ribeye is gamey, I'm hoping that some of that milk and fat is gonna mask it. My favorite thing to grill is definitely ribeye steaks. It's really fatty. When you throw it on the grill and you get that caramelization, it's delicious. I'm hoping the camel has the same properties.
Marcus Scott, you were joined at the judges panel by the first ever chopped champion, James Bricione. I like this side of the table.
It's nice over here.
Yeah? This is a grill competition, and we gave them steaks. Aren't we nice?
We're used to beautiful ribeye, yeah, from a cow. It's not quite the same from a camel.
It's a little gamey.
Yeah,
right?
touch of sweet.
I think I would do Italian-American pepper steak.
I think the basket pulls a trick. The steak doesn't mean that you need to do a big piece. You can go tartare, you can go tataki, you can go a little bit more delicate. I've never worked with raw camel. The closest I've gotten to is eating pastruma, that Greek seed, which is a fried camel dish. And my whole philosophy is you don't fuss with the materials that much. So I don't really want to do too much with the camel ribeye. Just dress in a little olive oil, salt, pepper, oregano, and throw it on the grill. I'm making a grilled ribeye pita sandwich with grilled zucchini and tomatoes and a smoked butter cream sauce. I love grilling. It's in my blood. I'm Greek. Whether it's grilling fish, lamb, you name it, we do it.
I think that I'm the chef to beat in this competition because I've been cooking for 20 years. And I have a very diverse set of experiences. I've been a pastry chef, I've been a savory chef, and I can pull from all of these different cultures. So I am making a camel ribeye shawarma sandwich with a grilled zucchini tomato mint salad. I work for a meat company, and I grill almost every day. I grill indoors, I grill on gas, I grill on charcoal. People are very serious about their grilling. I don't know, I guess maybe because it's a little bit more primal.
I've been trained in all things barbecue, and I've made smoked butter a fair amount of times. So I'm going to make grilled cheese because I think it's a perfect appetizer. And what better way to use smoked butter? The camel ribeye, at the end of the day, it's ribeye meat, and I know how to cook meat. And I'm grilling the zucchini just to get a little bit of that grill flavor and also soften it up a bit.
I check on my ribeye, and I think I would like to make charred zucchini ribbons and a tomato marmalade. I take the tomatoes and throw them in my saute pan with plum tomato, shallots, and some vinegar in order to really balance those flavors. When I'm home, I do a lot of grilling. I just got engaged to my boyfriend Gary, or fiance. Gary would like to be the master of the grill, however, that's my area of expertise. I don't really let him near it.
Chefs, you've got 10 minutes to get it done.
It's getting smoky. There's some good stuff happening in this kitchen. But I was just thinking about making a cheese sauce, using a little bit of that milkshake as a base. Grab some cheese out of the pantry. Finish it with that smoked butter.
Yeah. I would make a play on cream spinach where you dilute the sweetness of the milkshake with some cream.
You can just use the corn on the cob. There's no reason to use the milkshake itself.
Coming down behind.
I didn't think about that.
I have to transform the milkshake. So I throw it in a pan with the smoked butter to make a smoked butter cream sauce. And I start adding a milk cream and some Mexican crema, kind of bring it back to the savory side. This is the challenge, but I don't see anything as a challenge. I see things as obstacles that I will get over.
I taste the milkshake and it's sweet. It's really cloying. I get some heavy cream with turmeric and cinnamon and chili peppers, like will help this flavor. Now I've got turmeric Marrakesh sauce. And I've got camel that's representing from the Middle East, and I've got this sauce and these flavors. Really excited about that.
I
I pulled a camel off the grill. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to add a mixture of Gruyere and cheddar to help bring a little bit more complexity. One of the things I love about grilling is you are directly connected to the heat source. Fire and meat just work well together.
And Chef, you've got 5 minutes to get this done.
As I'm grilling the sandwiches, I'm starting to notice that they're falling apart. There was no time for it all to melt and come together before he went for the turns.
And don't forget, these ovens are not on, so you can't finish something in the oven.
This is just not going to work. This is not good.
Good pass though. I see where you're going with. I'm gonna dunk on his ass.
No artificial sweeteners, no synthetic colors, and no artificial flavors. It's all good together, and it's only at Target.
Have fun down there, big man.
In 1905, Boar's Head opened a family business based on a simple idea. Craft the finest delicatessen products possible, nothing less. 5 generations later, we've never wavered from that commitment. Meats trimmed the old-fashioned way, exceptional ingredients, time-honored recipe. If a product doesn't live up to our exacting standards, it doesn't carry the Boar's Head name. So knowing your quality is coming to question, know that you can put your trust in Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Yo.
Yeah, what up?
What's good?
What's business?
Alright, bro. It's my first game, bro. Don't mind me if I miss, bro.
You straight, bro. Hey, big man, you want me to get him and you get my big man? To go for y'all interior finishes, whatever, glass paint finishes, just let me know. So you can have that paint to yourself.
I can't heat a fucking white.
You can get the paint, big man. I'm gonna get yours.
Time is running out. My grilled cheese sandwiches are falling apart. I have to think of a plan B.
Did that boy doing
I decide I'm just going to chop this up and serve it as a deconstructed sandwich. And now that I've pivoted, I'm thinking a little bit of sauce would add a little bit of color. So I've got some mayo and a little bit of hot sauce to do its magic.
Mayo and hot sauce.
This smoked butter is pretty potent. I want to use it on top of my ribeyes, add a little herbs, and try and baste it a bit.
The smoked butter is a real gift from heaven.
Yeah, that's delicious flavor. And beautiful texture for a vinaigrette. Or you can make a vinaigrette with that corn milkshake.
I'm thinking I didn't utilize the corn milkshake enough.
Shot,
So I decided to take the corn and the corn milkshake and make a sauce. So I throw some vinegar into it. Oh no. What did I do? I added acidity and vinegar to cream sauce. Rookie 101 move. It looks disjointed and lumpy, and I need to strain off some of the sauce and just add the corn to the plate.
I got you, big
I'm going to
man.
the pantry, and I'm thinking
I
pita
got
bread because I want to do some kind of sandwich.
Matthew's just 2 minutes ago. He's looking for something.
What?
I can't find any pita bread. My heart starts skipping beats. And then I'm realizing that I'm overcooking my meat.
And Chef, you've got only 1 minute to get this done.
I take the camel off the grill, and I throw the smoked butter in there, and I let it rest in there.
Good rebound.
Yes, Chef, you are running out of time.
Good clean up bit, man.
We got the zucchini,
10, 9.
I got yours. I got 25.
7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Good job, guys. Nice job.
Okay.
I am so relieved that I was able to complete this dish. And I think it looks great.
I'm really happy with my camel, but I have no idea why I plated that corn. And I am worried that I'm getting chopped.
The judges are about to taste their first course of grilled goodness, made with camel ribeyes, zucchini ribbon skewers, a corn on the cob milkshake, and smoked butter. So Jacob, what have you made?
What I have for you is a deconstructed camel and grilled cheese sandwich. So I was grilling it, the sandwich was starting to fall apart. The time was certainly starting to run out. As any good chef will do, you improvise and try to make something fun.
I like your style of cooking. It's aggressive. You go for it. Rock and roll, heavy metal all the way. Great flavors.
Deep,
And
big
then,
man.
even when you messed up, you didn't stop.
Also, the redirection, great call. I do like the cheese. There's a lot of great spice, but fresh elements in here would really help it.
Yeah. This could use some freshness and brightness to this. Even if you took some lemon and squeezed it over the top. But all in all, I think it's a really good effort. I like the little pieces of parsley with the cheese and the pepper.
My forte is Texas-style barbecue. Since I have a barbecue joint up in Westchester, we've only been up for like 6 months. And it's all about pepper.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef Jacob. Next up, Chef Lynette.
I made a camel shawarma with a Marrakesh turmeric sauce and grilled zucchini salad.
Going sort of Northern African, Egyptian Morocco, there's a very smart plate. The spices work really, really well. Turmeric. This is freaking delicious.
Okay.
This is delicious. I agree. I love the point of view. Your culinary vocabulary, so to speak, because it seems pretty extensive and broad. Flavors are great. You season the camel really well. Mine is cooked perfectly.
Wow, thank you.
You definitely brought
You ain't
that
open,
spice
boy. I'm
that
on
we
that,
wanted to
boy.
see in a dish like this, appropriate for a piece of meat like that. But it just needed yogurt and herb in there as well.
Okay, thank you.
Chef, why would it mean something to you to win this competition?
We had a little French restaurant in Maine. We went to the James Beard House twice. We had a very successful restaurant, but they shut down Main Street and dug up the sewer for 3 months, which put us out of business. And we used our house for collateral. And when we closed our business, we lost our house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's going to put us kind of back on that track to buy a house again.
All right, Chef Lynette, thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Chef Matthew.
Oh, you did
With
what, big man? It's tripping.
Tomato and
I got you.
butter cream sauce.
Yeah.
How do you feel about grilling? Well, being Greek, grilling's in my blood. Fish, steak, this and that. Camel, not so often. You're cooking based on your culture, and I like that. It's a light dish because I'm very heavy.
I've got to say, seasoning is so nice, but the camel
Good
is
D,
really well
alright, good
done.
pass around.
And, the sweetness of the sauce.
I ain't trying to get him nothing.
Mix it with a little bit of garlic and herbs and yogurt, and you want some of these flavors a
The
little bit better.
defense.
So, Chef, why would it be meaningful to you to win this competition?
Well, I'm here actually for City
Shot.
Harvest. I work with the organization. I believe that no human being should ever be hungry with all this food that is going around, so that's what I'm about. That's so kind.
Thank you, Chef Matthew. And finally, Chef Elizabeth.
Today I have made a corn milkshake marinated camel ribeye, grilled zucchini on there, and a tomato marmalade.
Oh, tomato marmalade. That sounds yummy.
Elizabeth, you did a lot of good things here. What I like the most is the way you charred the meat. We're in a grilling competition here, and you were not shy with that. There's no doubt that this meat is being grilled. And I love that.
Yeah, you did some good cooking here. I love this tomato marmalade. I think it's fantastic. I love the grilled zucchini. Kind of reminds me of an antipasto platter.
I know there's a lot of components on your plate, but one place we're kind of falling down is that curdled milkshake corn sauce. You know what happens when you add acid to hot dairy?
Yeah.
Curdles.
I tried to add a few things to it and then extract that corn to try and have a little bit of crunch and texture to the plate.
So, Chef, what would it mean to you to win this competition?
Well, I just got engaged, so $10,000 has changed drastically in the last, 6 days. So now there's a little bit of wedding planning in there. So,
Congratulations.
So, well done. So, he's really confident. He thinks you're going to win. He's trying to lock up that money.
It's possible. It's totally possible. I wouldn't put it past them.
Nice job, chefs. We'll call you back after the judges talk it out.
Good pass. Ooh, good pass.
That was a lot of fun.
I wish I would have gotten an opportunity to try the camel.
It has a very puggy kind of smell and taste.
I've never seen that before. That doesn't exist in my reality.
I I'd say either Matt or I could probably be getting chopped because I didn't pull the dish together effectively.
Where you going?
The milkshake sauce just did not come out
You
the way
ain't
I
going
wanted
nowhere,
it to.
big man.
I'm kind of kicking myself.
Did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and more? So what are you waiting for? Captain Ahab to help you find a parking spot?
To the northern lots where there be spaces as big as whales.
Geico.
What's up?
My turn at beach.
It's off early. I felt that. It's me. Where are you going with that ball, bro? What are you doing? Pass.
That boy shitty.
Shot.
Collision braking. Standard on the Subaru Ascent. The 3-row Subaru Ascent. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Get 0% for 63 months on select new 2021 models, now through February 1st.
Might as well quit Showtime, because I ain't letting you score nothing. I don't care.
Want to give away? Now you can, with low fares, the flexibility you need, and new destinations.
Shot.
Texas Rangers first meeting we got the bad seats. How do you think he's going to do?
What? No added downs?
I'm supposed to tell the go down, bro. Man, bro. 83 driving strong, bro. He missed that, bro. I flopped too, bro. That shit pissed me off, bro.
With Verizon, you don't have to choose between 5G from America's most reliable network and the best in entertainment. Now, get Discovery Plus
That is
unlimited speed 5G. Plus, you'll get up to $1,000 off our best phones when you switch with select plans. Only on Verizon.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block?
It's been that long?
Bro, go there. I'm doing bad, bro.
Matthew, you've been chopped. Judges?
Matthew, the camel was just overcooked. And the sauce, the sweetness just turned out not to be a great match. And so, we had to chop you. I'm a little bummed. Thank you, Chef. The milkshake really threw me for a curve.
They couldn't no passing anymore. Like, you can't dribble.
But I'm glad I came. And I wouldn't take back this experience for anything.
Oh, you should have done a lot.
Chef Jacob, Chef Lynette, Chef Elizabeth, did you miss the ovens in that first
Why didn't
round?
get that
Or
rebound?
are you perfectly happy grilling everything?
Could not be happier.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Good answer. All right, let's get grilling.
Oh, I thought we had that, bro.
Open your basket.
I thought we had that.
Goodness gracious.
And the judges are expecting main dishes utilizing brook trout.
My heart just starts to sink. Whole fish in particular was not one that I have any experience with.
Candy apples.
This candy apple is scaring me with that really bright red color. I
Sure.
can't stand them.
Fermented kale slaw. And hickory smoked sausage.
That I can work with.
And this 30-minute round begins right now.
Coming down to high. Behind you? I'm my biggest competitor. I'm constantly challenging myself. Chefs have called me the master multitasker, and that I have a mind for food like nobody they've
Lucky
ever
bro
met.
would have stayed on the spot
I'm
like
making
after
grilled
this
trout with
game.
potato
But I
salad
only bought
and
books for
a
one game.
pickled kale salad.
That's
Grilled
the
fish is
thing,
delicious, and I know how to fillet a trout, but I don't want to deal with the pin bones because I don't have time to pull them individually out of for fillet. So I cut my fish down the middle and cut out as fine as the fish
No one can
I
eat
would never
white
normally
like
do this, but I don't want to fiddle with the bones.
That rawness that when you cook outside, when you grill outside, you kind of have to change your grilling game a little bit, adjust it, and what could be a better ingredient than a brook trout to really fill this dish around?
And this can also be a tricky fish to grill because as soon as it's cooked, it's going to fall apart.
It's going to fall apart.
This brook trout is definitely going to be a challenge for me, but I've challenged myself a lot in my life, from joining the United States Marine Corps to hiking Kilimanjaro. Now's the time for me to figure it out. Smoked sausage is a total relief. It's like seeing a friendly face in the basket. I know I need to get all 4 ingredients on the plate, and a burrito is the most magical way to force things together. I'm making a brook trout and hickory smoked sausage burrito with a miso kale sauce. Fermented kale, it's got a wicked acidity, so I get a little miso, the cream, and the sugar, and then mellow it out like a spin on a collard green. I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling energized. Based on the feedback from the first round, I'm going to be as creative as possible.
This trout is crazy, especially in a grill competition. I know I have to butcher it properly. The judges are going to crucify me if I don't take all these pin bones out properly. In my career, I've been fortunate enough to be able to travel and cook in different restaurants around the world. And when I was in Germany, they don't have
I'm gonna be
a lot of
picking some
ocean
days,
fish.
bro.
Things like
Because I'm
brook
trying to
trout
warm up
is a
my
lot
shot.
more
I just
utilized there. I'm making grilled brook trout
good, bro. That's
with
good
a
shot.
cherry sauce potato salad, a kale white wine sauce, and a little apple salad. I see hickory smoked sausage, and I'm like, okay, beautiful. I'm going to slice it in half, throw it on the grill, and then utilize it in my potato salad. I'm getting my fish skin side down in the grill so I get that really nice crust on it.
All right, Chef, 15 minutes to get this done.
Halfway there, guys. Let's see what you got.
To make the base for my salad, I add some paprika, get it with my potatoes, candied apples, and pistachio. They can handle that direct flame, and it also gives me smoky flavor. So I finished fermented kale flat, and it's good. So I can work with it. I can work with the flavors of this pickling liquid with some olive oil and some smoked paprika. So then I take my hickory smoked sausage and chop it up and toss it in my salad.
This fermented kale, I strongly suspect that the acidity of that will just make such a nice sauce for that trout.
Here's the other thing. We're all looking at this basket as if the fish has to be the main component on the plate. They've got that sausage, they can transform into the main ingredient and slide that fish into a supporting role.
I take my fish off the grill, and it's falling apart, but I'm going to use this as a filling for my burrito with the hickory smoked sausage. Put some paprika in there, a little cayenne, a little salt, a little pepper, a little chili powder. Just mix that all up. I want to fry my burrito because I think I need that texture, but I cannot have this burrito fall apart, so I grabbed the wood skewers to make sure it stays whole.
Now, Jacob's doing something really interesting here. He's over in the fryer.
I know, of course.
When I was in Germany, I had several different potato salads that had meat in them, so I'm going to utilize this sausage and make what I know. I'm going to mix together my charred sausage, dill, mustard, and a little champagne vinegar. I taste the fermented kale slaw. It's a little pungent, but pretty good flavor for a sauce. I cook down some shallots and white wine with a little bit of heavy cream, then add in my chopped kale. The brook trout has a really delicate flavor, very light, and this sauce is just going to complement it by adding a little bit of white wine and acidity. It'll play really nicely.
All right, Chef, 4 minutes on the clock.
What the fuck?
I cut my fish so that the fatty piece is what I'm going to grill. That's the money piece when you grill trout. And it's thin enough that it's going to cook super fast, super thin.
8 seconds? Come on.
Hold on. Lynette's got a problem. Her fish is ablaze.
She's doing that on purpose.
The flames are not helping it cook faster, but it's giving it flavor. I've got it under control.
Shot.
I looked at the candy apple, and the most obvious thing would be to cut it up, and that feels like way too boring. But what if I were to deep fry it? So I put a little bit of flour for my coating, and I just throw it right into the fryer.
With candy apples, they're going to break your teeth. They're so tacky and sweet. I'm going to take the outside off of this candy apple shell and utilize the inside flesh, pair it with some of this charred shallot, and make a little salad.
30 seconds. Let's go, guys. All 4 ingredients.
Step it up, chefs. You are running out of time.
Every element on there.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please go.
I'm done. I'm done.
This is something that I would serve at a restaurant. If they love my appetizer, they're gonna love this.
I look over and Lynette's looks so similar to mine. I'm a little nervous. I'm hoping that my flavors are on point and she's dropped the ball.
Good and Gather is an easy way to brew a smooth stick, add a tangy touch, and dish up comforting classics. Good and Gather, only at Target. Good and Gather is
Oh, I should have just stayed on. My fault, big man. I'm tripping. I had already switched. It's my fault. I should have stayed on.
Good and Gather, only at Target.
But these niggas are weird.
Yeah. None of that. Boy, stop playing with me, bro. Okay. Oh, I thought you had that stuff.
What you get? She don't make Oh, he beat that shit.
Eyesight with pre-collision braking. Standard on the Subaru Ascent. The 3-row Subaru Ascent. Love is what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Get 0% for 63 months on select new 2021 models, now through February 1st.
Gotcha.
Yeah, come on.
I'm coming to you, big man.
You got me open at the D.
Ooh, good block. AI. Good block. That was a contact dunk.
What about this fuck? This boy is shitty.
With low fares, the flexibility you need, and destination.
He hitting it out my hand, but I'm getting the rebound. That's tough. I'll take that. Oh.
Chefs, course 2 starts your grilling entrees using brook trout, candy apples, fermented kale slaw, and hickory smoked sausage. Chef Lynette, what do we have?
What you have here is a grilled trout with
How did
potato
I hold
salad,
it?
pickled
Yeah, I didn't
kale,
even dribble.
and candy apple and hickory smoked
What I
sausage.
missed?
The flavors that you have here are wonderful. The amount of salt that coats the flesh of the fish, the perfectly cooked potatoes, and the smoke of the sausage, and the bitterness of the radicchio. Everything fits.
There's so many great pieces, and I love the way you were getting that grill so hot and that fat seared up so nicely on there. Is these wonderful little crispy edges of the fish that are really just so delicious.
Yeah, you're very, very, very good cook. There's so many techniques and textures and flavors going on here. But the way you cut the middle out of the fish, it comes back and bites you because you can't control the bones. We don't want this little guy coming between you and the chance of winning $10,000.
Absolutely.
Oh, she left a bone.
Chef Lynette, thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Chef Jacob, what do we have?
I've prepared for you a burrito with miso kale and candy apple sauce.
That'll be your 2 favorite to come out.
What I like about this dish is that it's a reflection of you.
This is probably the last thing any of us would have come up with. We all viewed this as a trout basket, but to take that sausage and bring it forward was a great call. And I love the miso and the kale together. Like, those are some super interesting flavors.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, look at the AI.
You know how to develop
Oh
flavors,
shit,
clearly.
yeah,
But there's
I
a
was
couple
about to
bones,
inside
which is
center.
tough because there's a certain trust that you have when you're digging into something like this, right? You're not expecting to have any bones.
Yeah, the bone make it harder to eat, but the one thing I think that was misrepresented here is that it's a grilling contest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chef Jacob, thank
Is
you.
he
Thank
a
you all.
shooter?
Appreciate
Why is
feedback.
he going in the
Next up, Chef
paint?
Elizabeth.
Judges, today I have a grilled brook trout with a German-style potato salad and a apple salad.
Yeah, bro. After this game, I might just help off because I can't
Well,
run
this
without
dish
this.
reminds me of Germanic cooking, and you really mastered it. This is
Oh, it was a good
This is
game.
almost like classical
Oh,
music,
GG's.
and I think you played it beautifully. Love how you grilled the skin. This is a very, very good round for you. Great job.
This fish was put down in front of me, and I just kind of
How am I missing that
It
shit,
has
bro?
that perfect temperature with a glistening pink fat. But you know what you're doing.
Pass,
That's
man.
awesome. There's an elegant simplicity here, which is hard to find.
Thank you, Chef.
You know, the way you handle that fish, really, really impressive. I mean, that potato salad is so nice with the trout, and in your sauce here, the funk and the flavor on that kale
Gotcha.
is really delicious.
You got that bad?
Thank you, chefs.
Thank God. The last thing that I was expecting to see was
You're
brook
throwing that
trout
whole
and,
across the street.
the smoked sausage. I was like, all right.
I thought your creativity rocked.
Thank you.
I'm a little bit concerned that the judges got bones because it's a technical
I hate a
mistake,
fade.
and they've said over and over what they're really looking for is the technical proficiency. Good luck.
Luck.
Nice. Rock and roll. A little nervous. Elizabeth had a really strong dish, and
Well,
Jacob
shitty.
was
He
like
shouldn't
off
run
the
point
chart,
though.
like rock and roll. Okay, second guessing my chances to go on to the next round.
I have zero regrets. I am very proud of the food that I've served. And if the judges are focusing more on kind of creativity and presentation, I feel really good about making it to the final round.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block?
In America, millions of kids live with hunger. Let's fix this. For every dollar you donate, we can provide up to 10 meals. That's bananas. We've got the recipe to end hunger. Visit turnup.org to take action.
The global pandemic has affected us all and left millions without food, protection, or education. Let's show the
Boy,
world
ripped
that
out
even though we may
on
be
an
broke,
L.
we can all
That's
rise
tough.
to help those most in need right now. Donate today at discoveryrise.org.
We're
Alright,
about to
peace,
move on to
bro.
the third round of this grilling battle, minus one chef. Whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Jacob, you've been chopped. Judges?
Chef Jacob, we loved your energy, and you make some really tasty food, but this was a grill competition, and we got a fried burrito, and we had fish bones inside the burrito. So, we had to chop you. Thank you. Even though I got chopped, I still feel great. Crush it.
You're awesome.
Moving forward, we're just going to continue to make epic barbecue every day and try to do a little bit of new dishes here and there and try to push the limits.
That's a tough fish to handle.
Chef Lynette, Chef Elizabeth. Baked desserts get all the love, but grilling is the name of the game in this competition. Who's going to be chopped after this round?
Jinx.
Jinx. Okay, let's see what happens.
Hard, bro.
Open up those baskets. And your desserts must celebrate frozen s'mores.
Frozen marshmallows? S'mores definitely make me think of grilling, but it's definitely tough to cook with.
Whiskey smoked sugar. Fennel. And charcoal burger buns.
Charcoal has like a particular flavor. It's got like a smoky richness.
Clock is reset once again to half an hour. Time starts now.
Here we go, guys.
You got to get off, bro, because I'm not rolling with them niggas, bro.
Fine. I think Lynette is an excellent competitor. She came out really strong in the appetizer round. I got back up in the entree round and really performed, so I think we're about neck and neck. I gotta bring my A game right now. This basket is making me think crepes with a fennel, apple, and whiskey compote and a charred caramel sauce. The fennel and apple is really a classic pairing.
You can fry apple?
The brightness of the orange really pairs well with the fennel
And oranges?
flavor. I make a quick crepe recipe, and then I taste the charcoal burger bun and add it to my crepe mix. While my crepe batter is resting, I'm going to get started on my caramel sauce.
This is really tough to pull off a great dessert off of the grill with no oven.
Yeah.
You have a couple of ingredients here that are absolutely amazing. Look at that whiskey smoked sugar. You have fennel. So you can actually char the fennel with that whiskey smoked sugar, and then you can sort of caramelize that.
I think I would make a really good ice cream with the whiskey smoked sugar. And it's almost like a campfire flavor to that sugar. It's really interesting and delicious.
I've had a 20-some-year career, and half of it's been in pastry. Look, I'm a little intimidated by Elizabeth because of her skill set. So I have to prove I'm Wonder Woman in the kitchen. So I'm making a smoked bourbon ice cream with a beignet and caramelized charcoal bun. So to make my ice cream, I get my milk, heavy cream, eggs, whisk it together, get it poured into the machine. Whiskey smoked sugar has a great smoky, molassy flavor. So I can take my fennel, coat it in sugar, and then I grill that.
All right, chef, less than 15 minutes to get this done.
I take my fennel and apple and orange off the grill. I cut them up into little pieces, and I add whiskey sugar and some mascarpone to it to make my filling for my crepes. Come on. My caramel sauce is on top of my grill pan, and it's just not getting hot enough. It needs that direct heat. But my crepes need the high heat too. I'm praying that my grill pan can cook this caramel sauce so that it will brown. I turn the heat up on the crepes and get that charred crispiness that I'm looking for.
Both of these chefs have a lot on the line.
I mean, Elizabeth is really fighting to get that wedding, right? And I mean, for Lynette, this would be one of the first down payments for her. That's a big deal.
Now I've got to get my dough going for my beignet. Milk, water, eggs, flour, and put it into the fryer.
All right, chef, less than 5 minutes to go here.
5 minutes left. Time to get my ice cream.
I don't hear the ice cream machine. Is it on?
Whoa! Not frozen. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Lynette put her mix in the ice cream machine, but
Bro, give me that. There's no way he didn't just dunk this ball, bro. I'm fucked up.
You're losing that.
Now they want to stand and dunk? Come on, bro.
Whoa! Not frozen.
Lynette put her mix in the ice cream machine, but failed to turn it on.
I discovered that I haven't turned on the ice cream machine. I'm hoping that I can just fix it. Sorry.
I got a plan B.
Oh. Well, you know what? Creme glazed ice cream babe.
Shut.
I can use
Moonwalk on there.
Put it on the stove right now.
Lynette didn't turn on her ice cream machine, and in my mind I'm praying that she messes something up. I like her and all, but I really want to win.
The frozen s'mores. There's a layer of graham crackers, layer of ice cream, layer of chocolate.
The challenge is going to be to use it in a great way. Plus, they can do all this on the grill.
Frozen s'mores is an inside-out s'more. It's very sweet, so I'm going to put it in heavy cream and blend it up. Hopefully get a really nice velvety, thick whipped cream.
Judges, the black burger buns, they are intentionally made black with activated charcoal. A mistake or a delicious opportunity?
It's a thing now. You see activated charcoal everywhere. People drink it if they're sick. Apparently it helps. We tasted this. It doesn't have a charcoal flavor.
It's about the appearance. Like, that really doesn't bring a lot of flavor. You look at that and you think it's going to be dark and bitter, but it just kind of tastes like a British corn.
To go along with
You gotta
my
show
beignet
me. You can shoot,
and
bro.
my caramelized sweet fennel,
I
I
ain't
want to
finna be
make like
chasing
this
that dude,
crunchy, complex topping. So I've got my charcoal buns that I sauteed in butter and then coated in sugar so they're crispy on the outside. It might seem impossible to grill s'mores. It's pretty firm, so I'm gonna grill it
Early. I felt
1
it.
minute on the clock, chef.
My fault, man. I don't want y'all to think I'm selling y'all, bro.
Crazy
My
because
fault,
the
bro.
caramel sauce won't cook. Now that my grapes are done, I got that caramel sauce on the burner, but it's still not cooking.
Final seconds of the final round, chefs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go.
1.
Didn't do it.
Time's up. Please step back.
Good job, guys. How's that?
Time's up, and I wish I got the sauce on the plate, but I got all 4 ingredients, and the fish looks pretty good. I think it tastes better than it looks, and I'm pretty excited. I'm kind of embarrassed.
Mainly because I didn't get to taste all of my components, and I have no idea if it's going to be delicious.
Big thing.
Chef Lynette, Chef Elizabeth, your last round saw you cooking with frozen s'mores, fennel, whiskey smoked sugar, and charcoal burger buns. Chef Elizabeth, tell us about your dessert.
I have prepared a charcoal crepe. It has a fennel, apple, and whiskey compote on the inside, and has a little marshmallow cream. I wish I would have had an extra second to get the caramel sauce on there.
Oh, I tried to hit you, bro.
I think it's a component that's not on the plate, but you utilize all the ingredients.
It's very low on the sweetness, and that's probably because you were saving room for that caramel sauce. I like that. I love desserts that aren't too sweet, but I think there could have been something to kind of tie or bind the apple and the fennel together.
There is mascarpone in there, chef.
Just a little bit of powdered sugar will help tighten up that mascarpone. That would help hold it a little bit to just make that filling a little bit more cohesive.
I agree with James. It was kind of missing the ricotta for acidity, and then adding in simple syrup into that. But the ideation of this is super smart. There's a texture play between the apple and the orange. Super smart again. Natural sugar comes in, and crab was great.
Great meal today.
Good progression.
I appreciate that.
Chef Elizabeth, thank you. Next up, Chef Lynette.
I made beignets with a grilled s'more in the center, and then
Oh,
I made
you
a
laid all the way
streusel
out.
topping with candied fennel and charcoal buns in creme anglaise sauce.
The textures are amazing. I love the streusel, and then the fennel is also a great texture. The anglaise itself is really
I'm trying
good,
to get it
but
to you,
I
big
really
man.
wish that you had stuck to it and made the ice cream.
The ice cream would have been the better choice because you were clearly going for contrast of temperatures. But what's impressive is still come back. You don't give up. Look at my bowl. I had it all and I liked it.
I like what you did with the fennel. I love a fresh component in a dessert, especially these little bits right here. I think are fantastic. Nice flavors. I think everything was coming together.
Congratulations, chefs. You have cranked out 3 dishes in the Chopped Kitchen. That's quite an achievement. See you soon.
Sure.
That was more difficult than the last round. Definitely. Yeah.
I wish I had turned on the ice cream machine.
Yes. That would have been better.
Well, let's start in the appetizer round and take it line by line. Elizabeth really cooked her camel perfectly.
But she really didn't use that milkshake. It had like these little cottage cheese curds, like still clinging to the corn kernels. The way Lynette brought the spice to that grilled camel, it was really great.
That shawarma was delicious.
Hands down, that was my favorite dish of the round. Most flavorful, great point of view. I feel like she figured out the trick.
On entree, I felt like Elizabeth did a better job. Specifically, the kale sauce, I thought that was brilliant. It was such a smart way of incorporating a very difficult ingredient. And of course, the technique on the trout. It was like a chopped cooking class there, literally.
Lynette's main course, she cooked her fish beautifully. It was a great grill. She cooked with a confidence that was fun to watch, and the textures were unbelievable.
The way she cut the fish is just incredible. It's just not right for her.
I really feel like throughout the day, both of these chefs did a really good job. I think it's really tough, and I think it's really tight.
I'm kicking myself that I wasn't paying attention and that I didn't turn that ice cream machine on. I was so close to that win, but now I may have lost it because I didn't finish strong.
One person away from $10,000 feels awesome. All I know is that I cooked my heart out. I did everything I could do. I'm hoping for the W, though.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Elizabeth, you've been chopped. Judges?
Elizabeth, it's such a pleasure to watch you work and watch you cook. In your appetizer round, I think that was a really tough round for you. Your usage of the cream corn milkshake with the camel was great. Unfortunately, the milkshake curdled in another usage that you had on the plate. So, we had to chop you.
I know how we do it in every video. Get someone else like.
I think that coming so far and realizing that the appetizer round was kind of what hurt me stinks, but I'm leaving this competition with a smile on my face. That's it. I came, I cooked my heart out. I could have done it as good.